What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again answering the questions that you asked me. I just got something that actually happened to me a little while ago, and I kind of wanted to help other people out with it because sometimes we run into these different issues in our lives. This is kind of like a story time with Chaz, but not really. I guess whatever. Anyway, I was on Facebook a little while ago, right? And I like to look around, see what people post, see their pictures, see what people say about them. Because I'm a student of people. I like to watch human behavior. That's kind of how I learn a lot. Anyway, so I'm on these people's pages. I'm looking around everybody. And I see where this girl who always posts a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. And people will always like them, they like a bunch of, she gets a lot of likes. Well, I saw where she had like 200 and some likes on this picture. But then I looked and I was like, man, it was like 200 and something comments on there. Or maybe 300, whatever. But it was a lot of comments on there also. I was like, man, that actually is a lot more comments than I usually see. So I was like, let me check this out. So I look at the comments on the picture because I like to see what's going on. I'm nosy in that way. Anyway, I look at the comments and it's like, nice pig, whatever and all that kind of stuff. And some people she said thank you to, some people she didn't, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, now I go down a little bit farther, and I'm like, or I go and I push the previous comments thing, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. I say, okay, and I scroll down a little bit more, and I see where it's like, and I start looking, I see like, all these comments start getting directed toward this one guy. It's like a thread of comments some kind of way. They get all directed toward this one guy. Like, the first couple comments were about, like, good, nice picture, like, whatever. And then all of these comments just get directed toward this other guy. It's probably like, maybe 190 or so of the comments just directed toward this one person. And I'm like, what is this about? And I look, and he says, and he gives a comment that says, you look like a hoe. That's the comment that this dude puts up. And then everybody just kind of started going in on this dude. She started going in on him first, and then all these other people started kind of co-signing, her friends, some dudes, some random dudes, I didn't even know who they were, but they just started going back and forth, and everybody was just like going in on this dude, like calling them all kinds of bitches, and she was going in on him, and then he would say something back here and there, but everybody was mostly saying something to him, and then every once in a while he would kind of say something back. And I'm looking at the comments, and it looks like it's going on like all day, and I was like, wow. So it made me curious. I was like, who the hell is this dude? So I looked to see who he was, and I kind of looked like on his timeline, and I saw where he had commented, and I saw where he's like he puts posts up. He's like a not attractive dude. He just kind of seems like a kind of weird guy. He doesn't really seem like he has a whole lot of friends. I'm not trying to judge the dude. I'm just looking at his Facebook page, but he seemed like he wasn't really the kind of guy who had a lot of friends. And he just dropped these like weird comments from time to time, weird posts and stuff like that. So then I went and looked on her page, and I looked through her pictures, and I saw where he had actually commented on her pictures several times in the past. He had commented on a bunch of pictures. I can't say exactly the number, but a lot of them, right? So I was like, wow, this dude has been commenting on these pictures quite a bit. And she hasn't responded to him at all. And I was like, damn. This is hilarious. It was funny to me because I just sat there and thought about it for a second. I said, this person who has been commenting on your pictures for months and probably years, I ain't looked back far enough to know exactly how long, but for months at least and probably years, this is a person that if you saw them on the street, you probably wouldn't even say hi to them. But because of the fact that they said you look like a hoe, they have become the center of your universe for an entire day. This person who you probably view as a complete and utter nobody has become the center of your universe for an entire day only because they decided to say something negative about you. And that kind of let me think about my own life and different people that I've dealt with over the years and some of the people that you probably deal with. You might go around and somebody's not important to you in any way, shape, or form, but they say something negative about you, and all of a sudden it's kind of like, what? You said that about me? And you just take it seriously, and you make that person the center of your universe for even a couple minutes when you know good and well they have no importance to you whatsoever in life. You wouldn't care if they went and flew off a bridge. It wouldn't even matter. You wouldn't even know. But because they said something about you today, they became the center of your universe. All the positive people that you deal with, all the people who say nice things to you, you don't even really, you don't really take much time for them to be like, thanks, appreciate you. But this person who is saying something negative about you becomes the center of your universe for an entire day, sometimes weeks. There are negative people who have said something about you who have become the center of your universe for your entire life. Think about that. And I was thinking about it myself, because sometimes I fall into it myself. You know, where I deal with people who I don't care anything about. They mean nothing to me, but they say something, and all of a sudden I'm like, why would that person say that? Who cares why? They're probably trying to get attention, most likely, because happy people don't go around bothering other people. Happy people don't go around talking trash. But what miserable people do, and this guy was miserable, it looks like he really liked this girl. She's been ignoring him for the longest, and he was like, I'm going to get some attention one way or another. And she gave it to him, and that made him happy. So when you deal with these people, you have to realize that most of them are unhappy. That's why they're talking trash. It may not be just on the internet or whatever. It might be somebody you deal with at the office who every time you do something, they got something to say. They're not happy. They're angry-ass people. Life's not going their way, and they just want that attention from you to validate them. They want to feel like you care. Or maybe you said something to them, and it just really touched the nerve with them. And because it touched the nerve, they really want to piss you off and make you just as mad as they are. So the thing to do when you deal with these people is really just not to even worry about them, because they're irrelevant. And the only way you make them relevant is by talking to them. So that's just kind of some advice that I had based on some stuff that I've dealt with myself, and I know you probably have, and just something that I saw. So once again, it's your man, Chaz Ellis. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Also, make sure you go to the askchazzellisproject.com, get that consultation, quick question, or just make a donation to help us out. Peace.